Hello guys, welcome back. Odin was trying to send me a message through dreams and through. It's funny, sometimes stuff comes up in comments, sometimes stuff comes up in Pinterest. I think the best description for me would probably be gray witchcraft at this point. It's no longer Wiccan. I've crossed over to Odin's side of doing things. He kept sending me messages of red and black and white, and it was in this dream today of red and black, and I got jolted out of the dream. And it felt like Loki was overjoyed. Loki was a little neon fox in the dream and kept jumping over me. And first I thought it was male and female, two foxes, and I realized it's just Loki moving that fast. And Loki was doing the joyful, happy, kind of innocent thing, and then Odin's going to do Odin's thing. And Odin was like, we're going to come do this thing, come do this thing. So we went, we did the thing. And if it had been any other god or goddess trying to reach through, I think by the time you're willing to walk over and do the Odin thing with Odin, they're like, yeah, okay, we're not talking to you anymore. Um, Odin has his own way of handling stuff, and he'll get it handled. So that happened today. And I couldn't figure out why I was like, I got interrupted out of the dream, and then I just kept getting interrupted while we were trying to work on stuff, and it felt like there were like 20 fires and I had to put them all out. Odin wanted something taken care of, and Odin's like, oh, I'm gonna rattle your cage really hard till the point where it feels like an earthquake. I'm gonna see how you handle it. And I think he set that up so that I would go over and do the thing Odin wanted done. And some people that work with him are like, what did the god of Black Ops want you to do? Never you mind, but it was fun. That should tell me something. I heard the screech back there. I always told you you weren't Wiccan. I always told you. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Ah! So he's happy. And it was weird. I don't know if I told you this recording, but something kind of good did happen. Odin's a very strange and inscrutable god. I got a letter in the mail, and it was from those people that run Hot and Cold, and now I guess Odin thinks they're useful, so he's like, yeah, go ahead, give them a call, make sure their number's not blocked. I said, we have checked 20 times. Well, I checked again. Their number was blocked, and I didn't do it. I know I didn't do it. Unless they got tagged as a telemarketer and I blocked them that way, but I wouldn't have done that to them. So I don't know where that's going to lead. Probably nowhere, because I've walked by their house on multiple occasions and haven't seen them, or you know how they be. And I've told them, I said, I have heat intolerance. It's a real thing. If I go out when it's too hot, my body will shut down very quickly, and I'll probably be dead by the time they get me to the hospital. I said, I have it. I've had a doctor tell me I have it. So it's not just something I'm imagining, and it's not just me being a wuss about the heat. I said, I have that. I can't go in extremes. I can't go in really hot, and I can't go in really cold. Life sucks. And I heard laughter back here. Anyhow, we'll see if anything comes out of that. But Loki was so happy, and he's doing the Loki dance of joy because I think he sets up the fights sometimes when he picks fights with me. I think he sets them up because he wants me to go to Odin's camp. And the funniest thing was, I kicked a troll off the other day. And apparently they don't think I'm growing because I'm not becoming spiritually enlightened and sitting on a lotus blossom. Um, That's not how the Norse gods work. The Norse gods work this way. They find you as a Wiccan, and they ever so gradually get you over to their way of thinking. And if you work with Odin, there's a certain way of thinking about things, and Odin's like, guess what we're gonna do today? So he's happy. And it's just one of those things. They're like, you're not a Wiccan. You keep putting tags on because whatever, but you have to realize at this point you're not a Wiccan because any of the things you're doing with Odin, no respectable Wiccan would do. And I'm like, yeah, you got a point. I'll probably still keep it in the tags for a while. I'll just feel weird because it's been in the tags for years, but they're like, yeah. You can say witch, you can say pagan, you can say heathen, but at this point you can no longer say Wiccan. When Noda necromancer walks up to you and smiles at you and goes, "Guess what we're gonna do today?" You're probably no longer Wiccan. You're giggling, Becker. So yeah, it was just some stuff that needed taken care of. Odin's pointed out to me that some of the troubles I've had in my life in the past have just been cosmically bad timing, and some have been because I wouldn't admit the kind of witchcraft I'm actually really good at, which apparently has nothing to do with hugging bunnies and looking at trees. So he's like, "You have a real talent for certain things, and they don't involve sunshine." So we did that. And you have to go where you're going to go. As long as Odin tells me it's okay and it's fine, I'm going to go in that general direction. And if people expect this channel is going to go towards love and light and peace and healing, there will be times when it's very chill, but I work with a god of war and death and necromancy and couple other things, and I work with chaos. I don't work with gods that are ever going to magically evolve into sitting on lotus blossoms. They can be very friendly and warm and sweet and gentle and chill, but Odin is not called the god of black ops for nothing, and Loki's not called the breaker of rules for nothing either. If they think you need something taken care of, they'll have you take it care of in a way they approve of. And that's also when you realize what a big schism there is between you and any chance of going back to your childhood deity. I'm like, oh, I think we just broke all 10 commandments at once. Probably. Um, yeah, and you can visualize that rift that's there, and you can never go back because you're fully in Odin's camp at this point. So, that was fun. Um, I know that was kind of vague and cryptic, but like I said, guys, I try to be careful to not share something I don't think will be useful, but to kind of try to share, I heard knocking, try to share the spirit of things, if not the actual details. I'm sorry it sounded kind of vague, but Odin just know Odin wanted something taken care of Odin style. That's what you need to know. So I will see you guys later. Bye bye.